Hola estudiantes! In this video, we're going to talk about las reglas de los plurales, or plural rules. There are 3 rules that we're going to have to remember, so get out your guided notes and follow along with me. Okay, so we have, I'm going to make myself kind of small, move me right up here. All right, so the chart to our right that's examples that we will go over, so just hang tight on that. This little box here, when we make a word plural, we're making it more than one, right? So singular means one, plural means more than one, right? So 2 or more. So when we have a singular item that starts with L, right? So a noun that starts with L, we make it los. When we have a singular noun that starts with la, we make it las. Now these are definite articles, but let's cover indefinite articles as well. So we have un, which then turns to unos, and una, which is a item, and that turns to unas, right? Or some items, plural. So let's jump in to our rules. So remember, your singular is el, la, un, una. Your plural is los, las, unos, unas. Okay, rule number 1. If a noun ends in a vowel, and a vowel is A, E, I, O, or U, so if it ends in one of those, you just add an S to the end. So our example, la abuela, la turns to las, and then to make abuela plural, we add an S to the end, which I have highlighted in purple here. Okay, el gato, right, the cat. El turns to los, and then to make the cat, the cats, you add an S to the end, right? So you get los gatos. All right, rule number 2. If a noun ends in a consonant, and a consonant is any letter that is not a vowel, right? So any letter in the alphabet that is not A, E, I, O, or U. If a noun ends in a consonant, you add an ES to the end. So let's look at our examples again. We have el bailarín, which is the ballerina. So el turns into los, following that same pattern that we did before. And bailarín ends in an N, which is a consonant. So, according to our rule, if it ends in a consonant, we add an ES to the end that you can see here. All right, la ciudad. So la turns into las, right, following our same pattern. Now ciudad ends in a D. So the city, and our ending letter is D, which is a consonant, right, because it's not A, E, I, O, or U. So we know that if it ends in a D, we have to add an ES, right? So we get la ciudad, and we go to las ciudades, right? So the city to the cities with our ES ending. Now, our last rule is the hardest, so I saved the most difficult for last. If a noun ends in a Z, so that's the one consonant that gets treated special, right? Because our Z is our ending letter in the alphabet. So if a noun ends in a Z, you take the Z off and you change it to a C, and then you add an ES to the end. So instead of one change, you have to do 2 changes, which is getting pretty spicy. So you get el juez, which is the judge. El turns to los, same pattern as before. And then see how we take the Z off? So the Z goes away. We add a C instead, and then there goes our ES ending, right? How about la actriz, the actress? So la turns to las. You guys can see that pattern. Actriz, we take off the Z and then add our C and an ES. So we get la actriz, which is the actress, and we go to las actrices, the actresses. Okay, so that was a lot to throw at you guys. I hope that you followed along in your guided notes and took some awesome notes that you can look back at later. Please feel free to watch this video again. And if you need any help or have any specific questions, please call me over so I can help you out. Adios y hasta luego.